And we are live. And welcome to Chat Face. Happy Superheroes Day.
In case they didn't know. Here, you look at Michelle. Michelle's out sick this week.
Yes. So she's got allergies, and so she sent in her little bit emoji.
Black Panther.
So we decided we would dress up today. And I'm trying to see if we have any viewers. It might just be us.
That would be funny. Oh, my light wasn't going on.
It is fun to dress up, though. Thank you, Steve and Vincent, for your costumes. Mommy stole them without you knowing this morning.
You should just sit there like a statue. You're talking to yourself.
We can't get us to pull up. Well, hello to everyone out there, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Oh, there we are. And welcome to Chat Face. Oh, Lois said, what an improvement. Well, thank you. Well, hello to everyone out there. So.
I know she's talking about me.
And hi, Adriana. Hi, Mom and Dad. We are celebrating Superheroes Day. And so we have all our superheroes gear in front of us, our Captain America, our Ninja Turtle. And if you are a grandparent and you want to do some fun snacks for your grandkids today that are kind of healthy, with strawberries and blueberries and a little bit of marshmallows, you can make your own Captain America.
That's so cute.
And then with some simple cheese sticks and pretzel sticks, you can make Thor hammers. Okay. Apparently, I'm not worthy of Asgard with that one.
So you were saying that you found out that we knew Asgard wasn't real, but how many people think Wakanda?
I thought Wakanda was a real place till Matt told me that I was wrong.
Where Black Panther's from. Yeah. And apparently not even on Earth. It's got a whole new planet.
I think it isn't. Yeah, because they have to go in through a portal.
Here, okay, so I looked up a little bit of, and this I did not know because I love the Avengers. I am an Avengers fan. I know them all. I've seen them all. I think we all have.
We were just watching Endgame last night.
Exactly. But Black Panther, which we know is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books, the character was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but first appeared in the Fantastic Four, number 52 in the Silver Age of comic books.
Oh, that's funny.
So he wasn't even an Avenger. He was in Fantastic Four. I got to find that. And Black Panther's real name is T'Challa, king and protector of the fictional African nation of Wakanda. Okay, so it's Africa. It's actually on our continent.
Okay, so it's not a planet.
No, it's not a planet. Along with possessing enhanced abilities achieved through ancient Wakandan rituals of drinking the essence of the heart-shaped herb. You know, they even have a picture, and they have, you can go online and buy this herb that's supposed to give you healing powers and all this other stuff. So I thought that was pretty funny. So Black Panther is created in the real world and the fake world.
And a quick shout out to Chris Hemsworth, because I know he watches our show
of course.
all the time. And please come on down. You know, you can dress up as Thor or yourself. I don't care.
Chris Evans. I started watching him in the movie The Losers.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I had to stop it so that Al can watch it too, because this looks like it's one of those movies where a group of guys, they're rough and rugged, and then they get wronged right at the beginning. So you know they're going out for vengeance. I stopped it so Al can watch it too, because I thought, oh, this is one of those where you have to share with somebody. You don't get excited.
I'm going to have to check that out. We've been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
So I did not like the first episode, and I'm thinking, because you watch WandaVision, and that was so cute. It was such a good show, and it got you hooked. And then you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's like, I don't know if I'm going to get into this. And now I'm hooked, like every Friday.
I was hooked from the first because I love the Winter Soldier. I think he's great. And so I watched episode 5 last night, and then I'll watch 6 because I let them kind of gather up so I can watch them back to back a little bit. So, and I think 6 is the end.
Oh, is it?
For this season, I think so. And who knows if there's going to be another season. So, anyway, this is kind of itchy.
Thank you to Marvel to keep putting out stuff because my boys are so excited. They just love the fact that there's more Superman or Spider-Man and superheroes coming out everywhere.
Oh, I know. Me too. I love it. I want more, and I'm ready for Black Widow, and
I'm ready for the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I want to see what happens between Thor and Star-Lord.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, you guys, if you don't know anything about this, you're missing out. I'm telling you.
You've got to check it out. And if you have a whole week to binge watch, start from the beginning and go in chronological order.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so good.
It is good.
And you got to look for the end scenes because that's the part that the boys will fast forward all through the credits to make sure they can see
don't
that
shut
end
it off
scene.
at the credits. You know how many people at the theater would get up and leave?
Oh,
it's like, oh, do they not know the best part of the movie is at the end after the credits and the music and everything, and then it's the little skit. It tells you what's coming up and what's going on. So anyway.
Well, Lois, I'm sorry I didn't see you at the taco feed. I'm glad it was really good.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a bunch of people in there. I had meetings galore this morning, and Lori and I have both been running non-stop.
Yeah.
So, but you should have just walked in the office.
Oh, it
say,
smells
hey,
so
stop
good.
what you're doing and talk to me.
We probably could have used it because sometimes we don't stop unless somebody walks in. But the smell really smelled good.
Oh, it was.
Speaking of, okay, so, and thank you for Stephen for when I put the mask on, it smelled like bacon.
Because he
ate bacon with the mask on, so it smelled really good. So I have to tell you, this is so funny. It's kind of embarrassing and funny at the same time. So I had I had to run home to get my stuff because I forgot it. So I put, not this mask, but I put my other mask up on my face and ran out the door and was going to my car, and I'm and I'm thinking, oh, good heavens, does my breath smell that bad? And I'm like, I thought, that smells like manure. What did I eat? And so I took the mask off and realized it's the manure that they've got over here at the school. I was very relieved and very repulsed all at the same time. So, because I thought, oh my word, but that's what those piles are over there.
Oh,
it's manure, manure fertilizer.
Nice.
For the track, yeah. So, if you come to the Harman Center, it's not any of us; it's outside.
So, since we're already starting with holidays, I figure we could go on. Today is National Blueberry Pie Day as well, so we get our blueberries in with our shield. And then Stop Food Waste Day. So don't worry, none of this food will go to waste. We will eat it.
Lunch.
And then tomorrow is International Dance Day, which I'm ready for.
Interpretive dancing.
See, there's a thing on my wall that Lori had given to me a while back that says, people will stop asking you questions when you answer an interpretive dance. And I believe it. You know, they just...
I gave you that like within your first 3 months of you being here, because you kind of interpreted danced your way in, and we just embraced it.
Let's see, any other fun holidays? If you know a plumber, on Friday it's Hug a Plumber Day.
So he's not showing his plumber crack.
Right. And then we start a whole, can you believe it's already May?
I can't. I cannot believe on Saturday.
So the Kentucky Derby is on Saturday. Well, it says that's the day for it, so I'm guessing it's May 1st. And then it's National Fitness Day that day as well.
I actually have a fact about the Kentucky Derby that when we do these shows, we have to find out interesting things to do, just to keep you're answering me. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to her. So I did this because I was seeing things on there, and So I'm videoing the ticker tape behind under the GMA. Britney Spears to speak in court in June regarding conservatorship. We don't care about that. But temperatures to soar at least 10 to 20 degrees above average on the north. Come on. I guess we're not going as fast as I want it to. I'll come back to that as soon. Oh wait, here's how you go faster. There's a couple of things. You know what? It's going to be funny if I just completely missed it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not it either.
So also next Tuesday, if you're a Star Wars fan, it is May 4th. And May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys see on our Facebook, because of that, we had to do a bit emoji for it because I'm obsessed with these things and I love our bit emojis. So we're
chat face
May Star Wars edition.
Yeah, you have to look at it close because Leslie and Michelle are coming at me and I'm standing there going, bring it on. Bring it. So anyway, somebody is favored to go. There's a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got it. Well, one leads into this, but some states are getting together with bartenders and bars,
okay.
Not the bartenders, but the bars, and they are doing shots for shots.
Oh, you get a shot for getting the shot?
Yes. Free drinks for those who get their shots.
Then lower your immune system more.
Well, wouldn't you think?
That's not good, probably.
And I don't know if they're giving the shots before the shots so that they're drunk and they don't care or what. But I thought that was, and that was on the tickers thing. Giving, anyway, so.
All
I
right.
don't know where probably Texas. Texas.
You get a Lone Star beer for yours.
You get a shot, you get a shot, and a shot. Okay.
I think I'll pass on the shot. Although I didn't feel it when I got mine. I didn't even feel it prick.
Really? The needle looks like it's this long. Mm-hmm. Holding out for the Johnson or not. So we'll see.
Oh, that's Louisiana bars, my mom said.
Oh, is it Louisiana? Your mom in there. That's funny.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Nancy. Did you read the ticker tapes below too? Al's always listening to the story, and I'm going, stop. I got to read that. Read the ticker thing. So then I just fast forwarded it. There's a lot of storms still going down.
I love Thor, but I'm taking this off because I can't drink my coffee. I keep bumping into it.
Oh, no.
I don't know how the boys wear those all day. I literally have to peel off Spider-Man's costume off Steve daily, and it's a fight to put it in the wash.
Oh, I bet. Oh, this is some cities and states, so there's more than one. But my guess is Louisiana went in first and Texas shortly after. Or Texas first, I'm not sure. But also, there was a thing on here about, which I've got on here when it's my turn to talk. I guess I could just shut up. Never mind. I'll bring it up later.
No, go ahead.
Bees.
We need to keep the bees, though. I mean, they're dying.
I know, but there was a Texas man, April 26th, was a Texas man died after going into cardiac arrest when he was attacked by an aggressive swarm of bees outside his home. 70 years old, mowing his lawn. He was repeatedly stung by the bees outside his home in Breckenridge, about 130 miles west of Dallas. They were aggressive bee activity. Now, they're not saying they're the killer bees.
Okay.
They're just calling them aggressive bees. His wife said that she'd been at the grocery store. She returned to find him screaming and covered in bees. Says you couldn't even see his back and his whole head. He was just covered.
Oh, my goodness.
She also was stung but was treated and relieved. The hive was located inside a tree. Firefighters killed the bees by spraying foam into them.
So where's Yogi Bear when you need him to
get the honey out of the bee? Well, and what brings this up, number one, I saw it this morning, but Michelle and I were doing our and I say that like I do it every day, but this was my first time. Our 1 mile walk, because if you go all the way around the building and the parking lot, it's 1 mile, four times. I thought it was one, and then she told me we had to go 3 more times, and I about died. So on the last stretch of the 4th time, and I'm really seriously thinking about cutting across the parking lot to the door, all of a sudden she lets out this kind of scream, and I hear at the same time this buzzing, and she hits the ground. I look up and hear, I think it's she's going bee, and I think it's a bee or two, and I hit the ground, and then I come back up, and it's a swarm. Oh, wow. And it's huge. I mean, it is probably, I'd say, 10, 20 feet wide and another 10 feet long, black, coming over our heads. And luckily, I mean, it was following the queen. So it wasn't aggressive. They were just moving their hive. But it freaked us out. I thought Michelle was going to have a heart attack just from that. But yeah, they came. So they are doing that now too, because I remember when Al had, we had a swarm by our house, and they actually had come and they'd stopped. And he said it was the weirdest thing because it looked like this big giant black ball just hanging there. Right. And then all of a sudden they whoop onto a tree, and it was like they were dripping. I think we talked about that before. But so they're doing that now. I mean, the queens are finding new places, so don't kill them or anything. But you are kind of worried because I'll say during the fall of 1995, an 88-year-old Apache Junction woman, Mary Williams, became the first killer bee fatality in the state of Arizona. Oh, goodness. Upon examination, doctors found that Williams had sustained over 1,000 stings. Africanized bees have also interrupted sporting events in Arizona. That was my Aunt Mary. Mary Williams. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And Aunt Mary, I am built, look, just like I'm Aunt Mary's, my mom can attest to that. She was my grandma's sister, fabulous lady, but they had a picture of her because after she got stung and she was in the hospital, she was fine. And they had a picture of her, and I still remember it, sitting in her hospital bed smiling, and they were talking about her being attacked. And shortly after that, her organs started shutting down because of the poison. They didn't know how deadly these were, and she died. I mean, it was so sad, but she was, there's the proof right there. So if you get stung or you're attacked by bees, don't wait and pass it off, because you never know. Right. You just don't know how much poison they have. So, but again, we're gonna be seeing that more, with the weather getting changing. They're looking for new places.
Well, they're losing places. That's why the population's dying. Is they're telling you to plant clover or more flowers, because what's happening is people are doing just that fresh green lawn, and the bees are losing their home because of that. And
so, there is no clover or anything like that, or they're killing them or spraying them, and most of the bees we need them. Man,
and if you watch Doctor Who, you'll learn why you need the bees.
Watch Doctor Who.
You don't want the bees to go away. That's a bad thing.
No, that is a bad thing. That is a very bad thing. Yeah, that's sad. So, raw for the bees, except for the bad bees. There's good and bad in everything.
There is. So, since we started stories, I have a few stories today.
Oh, good.
I tried to, because I love themes. I tried to stick to the theme of superheroes. So recently, I found these 2 stories that had just happened. One, there was a man in Sonoma County, and he was hanging from, one of those bucket trucks.
Oh.
That was working on the poles, the electricity poles. And he was hanging. This trucker was pulling up, and his truck came out and saved the man from falling out, because he pulled his truck up to where he could fall on top of it.
Oh, you mean he was hanging like he fell and he was
out of the bucket truck.
My goodness. I thought maybe he was doing it on purpose.
No.
Oh.
And so the trucker pulled up so he could fall onto the truck.
Oh, wow.
So he saved his life.
Oh, he was a hero. Yeah. That's a hero.
And then another one recently, a little boy in India fell on a railway in India, and one of the employees saw the little boy fall in, jumped in down on the railway, and pulled the kid out before the train came. And he was thinking as he did it, he thought, I'm in danger. I can lose my life, but this child needs help. So he jumped out, and he's a new daddy, so he was so scared for this kid. And the sad part is the mom that was with the little boy, she is vision impaired, so she didn't know he had fallen in.
Oh no! Oh so, no!
Oh. And so he goes in and he pulls him out, and he didn't get hurt either. He got out of the way as well. So he saved.
That's one of those instincts, and then afterwards you're thinking, oh my gosh, what could have happened? Wow, he's a hero.
He is.
Applause the hero.
But he had gotten $50,000 in donations from a special ministry for in a ceremony that they had done for him.
Oh.
And he gave half of it to the boy's education because he was
so
that
sweet.
Boy needs something special in his life, so he put it towards his education.
Now that is a hero. That's a hero. Congratulations. What did it say? What his name was?
Let's see. Mayor Shalik. I'm probably butchering his name, but he was 30 years old.
30-year-old Mayor, Schulte? Yeah, Schulte. Way to go, Mayor. Yeah. Mayor.
And then a funny story I had found. So there is a clever guy that does pictures with Avengers.
He is so funny. He is clever. He is clever.
He is. So,
you got to get that close enough where they can read it. See it.
He has a Facebook, he has an Instagram, and it's under Wire Han. Wire is in a wire that you would put electrical to, and Han, H-O-N. And what he does this with a smartphone, which cracks me up because there's no special thing that he does. But he does these pictures with the Avengers, and they're action figures. They're this big, but the way he angles his phone,
and positions himself so it looks like they're as big as he is, and doing funny things. There's a whole trick-or-treating, basically, kind of. And he's the one in the patio door.
Let's see if I can find another one of. He has, Hulk bringing up his mattress up the stairs for him.
They're so cute.
They are cute. There's just so many of them. Oh, his wife having to make sure that Spider-Man puts on his undies. Oh, it's not Spider-Man, Superman.
I like that. His wife got involved.
And even his little boy gets involved in that one. He's fighting.
Oh.
Fighting Deadpool on that one. So they're hilarious, though. And there's one where he has, this whole family's in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole Avenger team.
With him in the back row. That's cute. Yeah, you've got to see it. If you do you must do computer. You're watching us. If you're not watching us, you lose. But Wire Han,
and they're hilarious. And Michelle's even used some as her backgrounds on her computer, although she always has the funniest backgrounds.
She does. Is that where she gets those?
There's some of them that
she's the one that, like she always says, goes down the hole.
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. Yeah, goes down the rabbit hole. She finds some of the interesting things. Well, you do too, though. You always come up with really good stories. I'm just here for banter.
Strange news. Sometimes it's not a good thing.
No. There's some dark stuff out there. Beware what you look for.
And then my last story today, because it just made me sad at first, and I thought something happened to the turtle. A turtle crashes through a car's windshield, sending a woman to the hospital. And this was April 24th, so this was just recent.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm thinking, how did the turtle fly?
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe somebody threw it.
No. So apparently this is not uncommon because this has happened before in a few occasions. When the turtles are walking across the street or the freeway, there will be a car and it can clip its shell. And when it does that, the turtle will duck in its shell, but it'll send it flying in the air.
Like a frisbee.
And it hit the windshield of the car, and it was a 70-year-old woman riding with her daughter on Interstate 95 near Port Orange, Florida. And the turtle smashed through the windshield, hitting the elderly woman in the head. Poor lady.
Poor lady.
And the daughter, she said
Poor
she didn't
turtle.
realize it was a turtle that came through the windshield. She thought it was just like a rock or something
Yeah.
that had gone through. And then when she realized it was a turtle, she got worried that the turtle was hurt too.
Well, yeah, I would be.
Woman went to the hospital. She was okay, and then the turtle survived to only suffering a few scratches on his shell. But there's apparently a similar situation that happened in Georgia, in Savannah. Same thing, went through the windshield, hit a woman in the head. So watch out for turtles on the interstate.
Yeah, sounds like it's a southern thing.
I don't know.
I mean, I've never seen turtles here.
Have you not seen them?
Not on the road.
Oh, wow.
Possums, skunks.
When we lived in Tennessee, there was a couple times Matt and I stopped when we were in the neighborhood, and there'd be a turtle walking across the road, and he'd pick it up and go put it on the other side.
Oh, wow. No, the only thing I've ever seen where, and it was really kind of devastating, is when we moved to Bandon, Oregon, and I had a job in Coos Bay at the Mill Casino there. So I had to drive 35 miles on the 101 to work, which most of the time was in the day, but I was the entertainment coordinator. So when I would book a new band into the bar there, I would have to kind of listen, see how things went, see how the revenue went, and then I would drive home. And it was usually about 1 o'clock at night, after the bars closed down or close to it. Well, the first time I drove home at night, it was pouring rain, which it does in Oregon. So I'm driving down the 101, and I've got my headlights on, and I'm not going fast because we've got deer. So I'm going about, 25, 30 miles an hour. And as I'm driving, and I notice that it's pitch black except for my lights, and I'm noticing the rain is hitting, but it seems like it's hopping. And I thought, wow, that rain must be hitting hard. And then I realized that it's really hopping a lot. And as my eyes adjusted to it, there were a million little frogs. Little frogs, and you couldn't miss them. I had to. I was crying all the way home because you couldn't go slow, you couldn't go fast. They were just migrating across, and I thought it was some odd thing, but then I found out every time it rains, it does that. So when it would rain, I would wait. Even if it was all night, I just couldn't stand to drive over these and kill these little, they're frogs about this big, just, and thousands of them. They just had to cross the road. It was horrifying. Didn't like it. Don't like hitting things in the road at all.
Oh, Margie said that coming home today, a turtle crossed the road in front of her. So glad I did not hit it. So Margie is Matt's grandmother, so she lives in Tennessee. So
okay.
It might be a southern thing to have turtles in the road. I've seen them many times, but I was in the South.
Yeah, I'm not up here now. You got your skunks and your cats and your dogs and your possums. One time I went over a possum when I lived in San Diego, and it was early in the morning. I was going down Glorieta Bay Boulevard, and I turned off, and I'm going down, and pitch black, and it's I got my lights on again. I should just not drive at night. And as I'm driving, I realized that there's something in the road, and I couldn't turn. So I kind of tried to straddle it. And as I'm going over, I see it's a dead possum.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought, oh, man, I don't want somebody to hit it. So I turned my car around to come back, and I was going to pull it off, and it was gone.
Oh.
I was like, oh,
it was playing possum.
Yes. And I'd heard that a million times. I'd never seen it before. But, yeah, it was playing possum. I was very happy, but it kind of freaked me out. I was like, this is where I saw it. It was not there. So I was happy for the possum. It was a happy story. And I went to work, and I was on time.
So what did you do this weekend?
Well, we had our presentation Friday. Oh, my gosh.
That was fabulous.
Thank you,
had a great
Edmund.
amount of people.
We did. We had a great turnout, and we had a lot of trips signed up. Edmund was great. So coming to that, we had him over to the house Friday night, and we've been having this big fire pit that I've owned for about, 7 years, and we've never used it. We've now used it a bunch. And roasted weenies, because I told him, I said, we can take you out, or roast weenies. So we roasted weenies, made s'mores, and set out on the fire. Oh, it was so much fun.
That's always fun.
Yeah. And then Mom and I were supposed to go to Monroe, but it was pouring rain. So we're going to go this weekend. So other than that, I just kind of piddled around the house, did laundry. That was about it. Just kind of a regroup kind of weekend.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Well, we went hiking on Saturday. We drove all the way to, and I'm probably going to butcher the name of it, Tannum Trails, which they're beautiful. It's by a creek, and the boys love it because they can play and look for rocks, and you go through all the trails, and it's just a fun hike. We get all the way out there, and it says closed for construction, and it takes like an hour to get out there.
Wow. How do you get up? Do you go through Selah? Do you go through Weenass?
So you get on 82, and then you take the exit that goes to Pomona.
Yeah, firing center one way, Pomona the other.
And then you just keep going up that road. I don't even know what that road's called.
So you get it. Well, it goes. Oh.
And it winds.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Okay, so you are kind of going towards Ween. Well, that is where Tannum is. Okay. So what are they constructing up there?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's weird.
So don't go there because they're doing construction and wasting time.
Yeah, no warning ahead of time.
Right. Oh, well. So we get all the way there, and then we have to turn around. So I'm like, okay, so we'll go to the one we go off of Buffalo Road in Selah. And then because I was going the opposite way, I lost my direction of where I was going, missed Buffalo Road, got all the way down to the Rays and Selah, and went, okay, now I went too far, so then I go all the way back. So sorry, boys and Dolly, but we got a long drive that day.
Yeah, but the nice thing is Dolly's at that age where she just used to go.
Right.
I don't care where it is. We're in a car. We're going. It's kind of like the dogs.
Yeah. Right.
We don't care where we're going, even if it's around the block.
She was having fun though, because the boys, what they do at the Selah Trail is it kind of goes up on the sides of the trail, so they get on the edge and then they do their Spider-Man jump.
Oh, do they? Superhero week,
Dolly was dying laughing because I just have a little papoose that I put her in, and she was laughing so hard watching them jump off the edge.
Oh, that's cute. Did you get videos?
Well, I got pictures.
Did you? Did you print them?
I did not print them. I should have done that. I got so busy today. I just did not even get the pictures printed off.
I know. It's been a busy day. Busy day.
And then we did a lot of baseball on Sunday. It's been baseball in our house, though. With the boys playing baseball, there's always a game on that we're watching. And I'm wearing my baseball shirt, which, funny story about this. So I wore my
your Red Sox.
You should have. So I have a Braves shirt because I'm from the South. I grew up watching the Braves fan. I wear it on the opening day week when we had the show, and I come home and Matt goes, "Why didn't you wear a Mariner shirt?" He said, "Well, I don't have a Mariner shirt." I said, "I have a Braves shirt," so I wore that. I'm a Braves fan, it's not a big deal. And he's like, "You're in Washington. You need a Mariner shirt because you watch the Mariners and you support them." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll go buy a Mariner shirt." So I got myself a Mariner shirt. Well, Vincent's favorite team is the Mariners.
Oh, there you go.
Steve's favorite team is the Pirates.
Of course.
So when I get the Mariners shirt and I wear it, Steve goes, "Mom, why are you wearing Vincent's team? Where's your Pirates shirt?" So guess what I have coming in the mail? No.
I was going to say, I just get a patch. Wear your Mariners shirt with a black patch and go, "Arr."
There's a Pirate shirt coming. So Steve, Mom will be in fashion.
You're going to have to split it and have both of them. One on the back, one on the front. Somebody did that. They had two favorite teams, and they just took two jerseys and sewn them up, and it was back and front. So Lois is probably going boo on the Red Sox.
Although Mariners lost to Astros last night. Hopefully they'll win tonight.
Oh, no. See, I want them to win everybody but the Red Sox. I have been a Red Sox fan since I was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody remembers Captain Kangaroo taught us how to spell Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
MASSACHUSCTTS. Oh, Massachusetts, my home. Massachusetts, my home. Anyway, so everything about Massachusetts, I fell in love with. Boston Red Sox. Was a fan, didn't care that they were losing every single year. I was a fan, and they were Red Sox. I would wear Red Sox. I love Boston Red Sox. Anyway, still I am, so some things just never end.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I'm always going to be a Braves fan, regardless if I live there or not.
Yeah. You are what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was going to mention, so this is a personal thing. We've talked about on his show before how hard it is. I think Michelle and I did last week too about how hard it is to lose weight, especially after the whole corona. I mean, everything's getting blamed on the pandemic, but I am blaming this. I can't blame having a child anymore because she's 43. And I think I've used that one to death. So, pandemic, gained weight. Anywho, I have started doing the Fitbit thing, logging all of my food. And so I've already kept track that I've eaten 3 pieces of cheese and two pretzels. But it's a great app. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to start doing that because it automatically puts in the calories. You see how much exercise you have compared to. So when I started, and here's full disclosure, I started on Saturday. I weighed 218.4. That's right, 218 pounds, 0.4. And weighed yesterday, and I'm at 215.7.
Woohoo!
So I'm going to every Wednesday give a weight account. I'll be accountable to you guys. I've been really trying to get the control of the calorie thing first, and then I'll start doing more workouts because I don't know about you. Well, you're a bone. You're thin. But if I go work out, like if I go over to Planet Fitness and I'd be on the treadmill and I'd like, oh, I got an hour in or I've got a mile in, not an hour, I'd die. Then I go home and think, well, I worked out so I can have this chocolate bar batch of chips thing. So I got to get that thinking turned around. So I'm going to get the calorie and the food intake first and then start working in the exercise on top of it. So we will see how I do.
Journaling your food, though, really makes you think, what am I putting in my mouth? Because, you know, if you're not writing it down and you're just snacking, especially here, I am the worst.
Yeah.
If I'm working on something and I'm really deep in thought, I'm just snacking. And then by the end of the day, you're like, oh my gosh, what did I eat today?
Yeah. Yeah, I've taken everything out of my drawers. I've only got rice cakes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm bringing my lunch, which is usually a piece of chicken or a fish, or like today was 2 eggs. I haven't even gotten to eat them yet. But I was really surprised that my first day I thought, okay, I'm just going to eat whatever I want, snack whatever I want, and keep track of it and just see how far off I am. And I only had 1,200 calories.
That's good.
Well, that's kind of shocking to me. So I thought, well, okay, we'll keep, and I'm right there. So I thought, well, anyway, for 2 weeks, if I do that and I'm not losing weight, there's something wrong. But I kind of think maybe there's times where I overindulge and it's what I eat. So you're right. If I have to write it down, I think twice now. It's last couple of days. It's been, well, let me look it up and see what that. Yeah, I don't want to put it calories. I'm not going to do that. So anyway, we're going to do it together. So if you guys want to start, we'll do weigh-ins on Wednesday morning and then report.
And you can walk the Harman Center. It's a quarter of a mile to walk it one time, 4 times as a mile. So, hey, come see us, and we'll go walk it with you.
Yeah, we will.
Because it's nice to
Only
get out.
takes 15 to 20 minutes to walk the mile. So we've been doing it on 50. I asked Michelle, I says, are you power walking? Because I was getting a little huffy, and I hadn't even gone around once. And she says, well, I do it in 15 minutes. I was like, oh, yeah, because that's our break. So then I kind of stepped it up. And then the bees really made us step it up. So.
And Michelle, get ready. We're going to try to run a mile.
Running is bad for you. I keep telling her that. She doesn't believe me.
Oh, Lois, yes, 821 The Canyon. That's what it's called.
Oh,
I didn't know what it's called. It's off of Buffalo Road. I just go to it.
Okay. See, I don't know any place out in Selah. I'm not real, oddly enough. I mean, I go out to Weenass Lake, which is really cool because there's a lake.
Yep.
That's fun. But I don't know any of the trails. I haven't even done Cowiche Trail.
Oh, that's a fun one.
I know. That's what everybody says.
And right now is really good because all the wildflowers.
But aren't the rattlers out now, too?
No. Well, it's getting warmer, so you want to go now. Like once it hits summertime, that's when the rattlers
come out. Okay. Yeah.
And as long as you stay out of the high grass, it's pretty good.
Oh, okay. And wear knee-high boots and clad, ironclad pants.
And then Lois also said, she loved watching Boston at Fenway 2 years ago.
Oh, I know she got to see them. I have a picture of me kissing Fenway Park, but she and Irene, I think, went with you, right? You guys had a whole group and you went to the, I think they went to the, what was it? Hall of Fame or something like that. She'll text me. She's probably going, come on, Lori. But yeah, I heard all about it. I was very jealous. I was jelly. I had a little jelly going on. Yeah, that was really cool. So next time in Boston, I've been in Boston now 3 times. I still have not got to do a game. Have to make sure I do that next time.
And my mom agrees with you that running's fast, but I still enjoy it.
I told Michelle, I said, if you run and you have something jiggling, like the jowls, they don't get strong
bras for that.
They break down the muscles. I mean, how many older men have you seen that have run their whole life and they are not pretty to look at? Just saying. Doctors say it's not good for your joints. It's not good for your skin tone.
Okay. I'll put that in.
Yeah, okay. I would say that's all I'll say, but you know it's not.
Oh, a few more announcements just before we wrap it up, because goodness, we've already been talking 41 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Bye. We are still doing our toiletry drive for Veterans Coalition. Bring in new toiletries, paper towels, and detergent, unopened, and we will be turning them into the Veterans Coalition.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that till the end of June. Starting in May, we have our Intro to Photography class coming up.
Oh, that's a good time of the year, too.
It is. It's a 4-week class, and Joel Hubble is the one that teaches it. He's really knowledgeable when it comes to all that, and if you have any questions after class, he's really good about staying over and making sure that you understand how to use your camera or what's the best focus and things like that. We have our other essential oil class coming up in May on the 11th, the Mental Health Awareness Month, Stress, Sleep, and Emotions.
That was a good turnout.
It was. I'm going to this one for stress, sleep,
Yeah.
and emotions because I love Dolly, but I don't get to sleep a lot. So
Yeah. It's amazing. Somebody was telling me that they use essential oils for some serious stuff, and it really helps them.
Mm-hmm.
So must be something to it. Rana.
And Lois said she went to Cooperstown to see.
That's right.
Edgar get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That's right. That's pretty special. I love Edgar.
And then also in May, we have our 17th anniversary for the Harman Center. It's a little different this year. We won't be able to have our groups kind of in the main area where you can talk to everybody. There will be cake and punch, and come on by. We'll take you around the building, show you everything that we do, but it's going to be different just because we can't have the large groups.
Right. And that's May, right?
May 26th from 2 to 3. So at least come get some cake and punch.
Yeah. Then I've got 2 trips coming up, both sold out. Pendleton Live on Saturday, May 15th, and then the Sunset Dinner Cruise on Lake Washington and Union on Saturday, May 22nd. So those are our May trips.
And Aphrodite, she will be here Friday, right?
She will be here Friday at 1 o'clock, and we will be going over the 3 trips that are left this year, which is, well, no, Nashville's actually leaving. They're getting their pre-trip that day. But then Niagara Falls and South Africa. Not sure about what's happening with South Africa, so we could ask her some questions, find out what's going on. But then the ones that they're offering next year, which I just added, Discover Panama in November, and Montreal and Quebec's Christmas markets in December. So she'll be going over six trips for next year and 2 for this year.
Awesome.
And she's a kick. She is funny. We're going to have her out for barbecue too. Just roast them.
All right, you guys get your superhero gear on for today. Make sure you are helping.
Oh, that's not going to fit my face.
The city, society in general.
Be a hero to somebody.
Be a hero today. And if you have grandkids, make them up. making a little Captain
I
America
know,
snack
a
or a
little
Thor hammer snack.
Thor hammer. This is cute.
And we will see you next time. And don't forget, Tuesday is Star Wars Day, so may the 4th be with you.
May the
And
4th
then
be with
Cinco
you.
de Mayo next Wednesday. Be ready for a fun dessert recipe.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully all three of us will be here.
Well, I hope so. Every week has been somebody gone.
Been something. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.